Yeah, I remember that very well, of course. It was a fun moment, and I thought, I'll just go with the flow. If I end up in the pool, then worse things could happen, and it was fun for sure. It was a great experience for me. The first World Championship match. I didn't really know what to expect, and I think everything else was like that sort of experience, coming through the candidates with everything that happened there, and then winning the World Championship match was very special. That was an amazing experience, and it was hard to sort of replicate that in future matches. Okay, I'm not gonna sit through the whole thing. Yeah, so the fun part about this is that Oral-B and Pimplotion, they got word of the fact that I'd been to one of their shows and I was a fan. So they invited me to sing a verse on their new song, which I thought it was quite funny. It was quite well made. Others were generally sent in their own verses for this song, but I would not be able to do that, at least in times before, you had AI tools with that. But then they wanted to make a music video. I didn't have time for that. So this was filmed by my brother-in-law, Matthias, from St. Petersburg when I was there for the World Rapid and Blitz. So that's a bit funny. And I was just trying to, I don't know, look cool, I suppose, which I don't really. I'm just standing there in a winter jacket, looking like an idiot.
Jeg kan godt skjønne at dette noe som jeg blir interessert I. Når jeg spiller mot verdensmester. Jeg tror at det blir vanskelig mot Kasparov. Men Karpov har en sjanse mot.
It's a sensation that Magnus managed to beat the former world champion Karpov.
Yeah. Remember this? Of course, great memories from Iceland and those hot swimming pools they have there. This is from the Reykjavik Rapid and Blitz tournament. I don't remember what it was called, but this was from the preliminaries when I was supposed to play everybody, and then I was second to last. Well, Kasparov was second, and so we ended up playing each other. Again, against Karpov. It was nice to beat him, but it was also kind of a random game. I was outplayed. I lost a pawn, and we had some opposite colored bishops position where I think he blundered a bishop, and then I remember the very last moment that we're shown here where he has his king here and he blocks a check with the queen, and then the idea is that of f4 to deflect the queen, and that wins. And I remember it very well that I didn't see it at first, and I was running down on time, and I was like, oh, I have that, and there was a nice moment, but I was losing a lot of games on that day, and I felt like I was just not on the same level as those guys, so that was a bit frustrating. I don't remember that much, but yeah, that was a fantastic honor, of course. And I remember being just so nervous with all these people looking, and I had all these thoughts in my head of what I was going to do once I got up to the ball, and then I just made a simple pass because I didn't risk doing anything fancy. So that was fun. I've been to a few Real Madrid games. I did the honorary kickoff in the game in 2014 when I won the World Championship as well, and they were always taking fantastic care of me. So I'm really appreciative of that.
A draw. It's a sensation.
Yeah, that was a great moment, of course. Special game for me for sure. Very difficult to prepare against Kasparov because he felt like he sort of played everything and kind of invented all the best modern openings, or at least practitioned them. Yeah, I was just trying to play a solid normal game, and then at some point I managed to outcalculate him. Like, he missed a little trick, and yeah, after that I just played a little bit too cautiously at one point, but I was obviously happy with the draw.
And this clip has become very famous in the modern times as well, on social media, Twitter, etc. And people saying like 13-year-old kid is like bored when drawing the greatest player of all time at the time. And
I think that's just what I did during those days. It was the theoretical position, so I didn't understand why my opponent was thinking. Like, now I would understand these things a lot better, since I've been in those situations where I played kids and others whom I definitely would want to beat, and whom I know that it would be a big thing if I lost or drew. So then you're sort of sitting there, sort of thinking it through a bit further, like, which line should I actually go for? Where can I find some winning chances with the black pieces? So I kind of, and he was maybe thinking like, what are some old lines that I can play that he doesn't know since he's a kid and so on. I honestly probably could have played anything. I didn't know that much at that time, but I think a lot went into that. But at the time I was like, yeah, it's a theoretical position. I don't know why he's thinking. Let me look at some other games. I don't know. And then I seem to remember that I just made a move immediately when I just replied immediately, like, not even sitting down when he when he made his move. Like, I think those are the things you do as a kid.
Oh yeah. You could win?
Yes.
Was that with the queen?
Yes, I did.
How?
Det er egentlig ganske fantastisk opplevelse. Det er egentlig noe av det morsomste jeg har vært borti med sjakken. Da erfarte jeg hvor mye Kasparov egentlig kunne. Hvor god han egentlig var. Jeg håper på å bli verdensmester. Rundt 2020 ble jeg i hvert fall blitt verdensmester hvis jeg skal bli.
Yeah, I think I remember this while meeting Garry after I think it was called the Smart Fish Masters in Drammen in 2004 to 2005. It wasn't a very good tournament for me, but for this documentary, it invited Garry, and we analyzed a bit together. And I remember one position where we're talking about where I think he's asking me if I was trying to win without the queen, and yeah, I was. It was against Marshea from Poland, where, I mean, I think I had two bishops and a rook against a queen and a bishop, and yeah, I was still trying to win, which is kind of a little bit too ambitious, and it was probably because the tournament wasn't going that well for me to begin with. And honestly, the talk about becoming world champion and so on, like, I don't remember that at all. I seem to remember that I didn't think much about the world championship or anything. But yeah, maybe I was talking about it because the cameras were there. I don't know.